Have you ever that or took a moment to think about God or think about money? Those two subjects are extremely hard to explain and they are super complicated to mix together. But for you that you are listening and you are starting your journey on drop shipping and you want to become wealthy because you want to buy everything, but you don't have the presence of God on you, you are on the path for sadness. And I told you this myself. I'll give you a quick intro so you understand where I'm coming from. I born in a poor country, which is Cuba. And if you know a little bit about history, Cuba is not the most religious country in the world. Now, don't get it wrong. Religion is a beautiful thing. I just don't believe in religions. Religions, if you know religions that have been put in this place, is just that have been put on this world and this planet to control humanity and just have a good behavior. Now, do I respect them? I do respect them. Any of the religions, you can be any of the religions out there, Muslim, anything, Hindu, Buddhist, Catholic, whatever you are, that's okay with me. But the reason why I say this is what is more important for you, money or religion? And the reason why it's a tough way for me to explain is because, like I was saying, in Cuba, we are not the biggest religions culture in the world. Now, if you go to Mexico, they have a super huge religion. If you come here to Bali as well. So as I was growing up, I never really went to church. So I never really understood that connection with God. But one of the things that I learned in this journey that I'm taking with dropshipping is that you will need, even if you never been follow God and you don't know what it is, we never seen God, but I strongly believe that the desire of understanding God while you're doing drop shipping is very important. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of times in my life, in this business, particularly because I'm not going to speak about anything else, I'm speaking about drop shipping and how God helped me with drop shipping. I was against the wall, meaning I didn't have food to eat. I was such in a low moment in my life. And I just decided to pray by myself and just ask God to help me out. And I don't know what it is, but I got some good results out of those dark moments that I was in my journey of drop shipping. And trust me, as a beginner, you will always get those dark moments. This is, I always say on all my videos, this is why you need a mentor that is going to take care of you, not only sell you a course, but really be with you along the way. Because there's so many things in this business model that you're going to be facing that they're going to put you against the wall. And there are going to be decisions super hard that you will need to take in order for you to go to the next level. God has been for me a way to uh, express myself and really get my emotions out. I made a video about saying that I was depressed. If you really listen the video all the way to the end, I was not talking about being depressed of not life or stuff like that. I was being depressed because I wanted to achieve better things in life. And I believe that if you have that mentality of knowing that God is going to be with you along this journey. It doesn't take a lot, guys. And trust me, I'm not a religious person, so ever, trust me. I care less about religions. And this is no disrespect to none of them out there. I do believe that there is a God. Did I have seen it? Never. But every time that I pray to God, I always get an answer. But this comes the funny part of it. A lot of you out there, you pray to God, you're doing drop shipping, and you asking to God to help you out. But you work sometimes and you don't put the work that you're supposed to put. And you are thinking that because you put yourself on the floor on your knees and pray to God, God is going to help you. I'll give you an example. And this is talking about my personal life. It's not about what you have encountered. So whatever bad comments you have to put in this video, go and do it somewhere else. Because I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just letting you know what happens to me. So there was a point in my life that, and there's so many situations that I can speak about this because it's such a funny thing, you know, like it's such a hard thing to explain and for you to understand if you've never been in this situation. So, and everything is related to my work, you know. I'm not even talking about God and other situations. I'm talking about God and drop shipping. Like this is just about drop shipping and God. And I didn't have food to eat, and I was trying to make money in this business. I was trying to get sales, and I couldn't get it figured out. And I sit down, I ask God to please give me an opportunity, but I was gonna willing to put the work and whatever it takes. I was going to be doing it. Now the results that I got from that, it was my first 10K. Now, is that a lot of money? Hell no. But God and my hard work worked together in order for me to get that money. And trust me, guys, you probably say, oh, $10,000, bro, that's nothing. Bro, I was eating bread every single day, just a piece of bread. Let me give you a quick example so you understand. I was not eating bread like you put it in the toaster. No, guys. So basically, I had a friend that gave me a stove, mini stove, like a camping stove, and I used to hold with a fork my bread from one side to the another so I can toast it because I did, and this was a gas one, so didn't have money to pay for electricity because it was too expensive, you know, and I didn't have money. So you need to be grateful, guys. And no matter how much money you make, be grateful. You know, I sit down with my brother here and I'm like, "Che, bro, we need to be grateful." Sometimes we forget to do it. Sometimes we think that, I mean, we take life for granted. And I wrote a comment of somebody, I was speechless. He made like a long message saying he was making his first 20K and he bought his new Mercedes, but that was not what was fulfilling to him. And I agree with him, but money is needed. And that was my answer. I agree with him 1,000%. But at the end of the day, guys, you need money. In this business, if you have God, the consistency and the focus and dedication to get results, you will get the results. But never forget where you started. Never forget that. I have money many times in my life. And all of those times I lost it all. The reason for that being is because I was not connected with God. I was more connected with my friends in the street than God. You need to do extreme changes in your life. And the first one to do is to start believing in God. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter which God you pray to. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it, that you take 5 minutes out of your day, 5 in the morning when you wake up and you say, thank you, God, for another day. And I'm doing it right now. Just say, thank you, God, for another day. You don't have to do anything else. I mean, doesn't mean there's levels to beliefs and there's levels to religions. But in order for you to get money in this business, you will need God. You will need it. Trust me, guys. And a lot of people might watch this video and they're like, no, you don't need God. What do you mean? You do, boss. You do. You do. I don't know what it is. I can speak about my situations. And every single time that I ask him something and I put the work, because they go together, like, he's always there in some strange way. I was living in Colombia with a woman that I didn't have no credit card. I used to use her credit cards because at the time I was doing some bad stuff, so I couldn't use my money. So all the money that I was using is hers, like from her credit card. I mean, I will always pay it. And that woman, for some reason, she thought that I cheated on her when I went on vacation in Cuba, which was completely wrong because I didn't. I was building a wall around my mom's house. So I didn't even have time to do anything. But even if I did it, she left me in a country with $0. Or pretty much she left me with like $6,000, but my penthouse was $2,000 per month. So do the math. And I was alone in Colombia. And I sit down, I ask God to help me. But for the next year, I was killing myself. I was working 20 hours a day. I was cooking, eating, showering, working, sleeping. Next day, the same thing over and over and over and over again. It was hell on earth. My father needed to help me because I didn't have money to it. Is it her fault? No, it's my fault. I don't blame her. I do not. But for some reason, God helped me and got me in this position that I am right now. And trust me, woman, if you're listening to this video and if you ever get this video, thank you for leaving me. Because if it wasn't for God and for the hard work that I put in, I will probably be dead. Or probably be in prison or whatever. So believing in God and pushing your limits along the way, they go together. And if you do so, you will see amazing results in your life. And I'm talking only about the monetary aspect, because I have other stories that it has nothing to do with work, but this video is focusing only in money and business and in the relationship that you should have with God in order for you to achieve great results. If you look at it, if you look back in the story back, all the big successful men in this planet has always been a big believers of religions. I mean, God, for God's sake, the richest family in the planet are Saudi Arabia kings family. Big respect to this family, to be honest. They're all together with the belief of God, and look where they are right now. Trillionaires. But they put the work. They didn't sit down and look. No, no, no. They worked. And this is what you need as well. So I hope you do understand where I'm coming from with this video. It was a necessity for me to do it, to get it out of my heart. Once you have your family, you have God together, and you put the hard work, there's nothing stopping you. Trust me. Love you guys.